Continuing a conversation with Long Beach City Auditor Laura Doud. Laura, you've established a fraud hotline. We'll put up the number in a second, but tell us what the hotline's for.
Thank you. It's for citizens, for employees, for vendors, if they suspect fraud, abuse, waste of any kind against the city, to please call this number. And we have zero tolerance for this kind of abuse and fraud. So please call this number so our office can investigate it and put it into it.
Okay, the number is 1-888-FRAUD, F-R-A-U-D, 07. 888-FRAUD-07, and you protect the anonymity of the callers.
Oh, that's right, yes. It's a 24-hour hotline, and it's completely confidential.
Very good. Well, the city, as is no secret, is facing substantial budgetary challenges, is the polite way of putting it. And pensions, public employee pensions, obviously are in play, on the table. Give us your thinking on that.
Well, thank you. I think, without a doubt, the biggest financial threat to local and state governments in the state of California, including the city of Long Beach, is the obligations we have to pay for our pension costs. They are outrageous, really. And, back in 2002, there was a vote that increased the pension costs for public employees from, I believe it was 2.0 to 2.7.
That was over a 30% increase in pensions, a freebie. And I remember it distinctly because I begged the then council person not to vote for that in real time, but the council decided to dramatically increase the pensions of all public employees, and we're paying for that now.
That's right. And at the time, the account was super funded. So
the pension account.
Yes, that's right. And so CalPERS had told the city of Long Beach that we could forego payments for a extended period of time, and we would be fine because the fund was so overfunded.
Because the market had gone up so much.
That's right, yes. And in good times, right? And so the city, stopped making those pension payments, which we could question that decision too, in hindsight. But on top of stopping the payments and the market crashing after 9/11/2001, the vote was taken in 2002 when it was on the downward spiral.
Now, in fairness, the state had passed a law that permitted cities to do that, but did not mandate it. It was up to each city to decide whether or not to increase their pensions. And the city of Long Beach, the city council then in office, decided to raise the pension payment for city employees approximately 30%. And we're paying for that bad decision right now.
Yes, that's correct. And 2.7% at 55 is a very high benefit for public employees. And there's a lot of problems with it. One is employees are living longer than what
it's not a problem for the employees.
Right, it's not. But for the cities who have to pay for these over an extended period of time, people are living longer these days.
At 55, people are still young.
That's right.
Why should you retire before you're 60? Give me a break.
Yes, that's right. And back then when...
Except for public safety employees.
Yes. When benefits were being negotiated and so forth back in the early 2000s, they were also negotiating down the age. So that was one of the benefits that came. Negotiating down from age 60 to 55 and so forth. So that was one thing but again, people are living longer and we do have to pay more. And I think people have a mindset that the market or things will always get better. And that's not the case, because we saw this in 2001, 2002 when things went south, and people I think were just hoping things would get better, but we saw it in 2008. What happened? This complete meltdown, and so it did happen again. I mean, it's a second whammy, and here we are with CalPERS lost over $100 billion, and the City of Long Beach is the biggest agency part of that CalPERS system. So we need to absorb those losses to try to make up for those losses, to pay for the pensions, the liabilities that have been earned. And it's up to the city, it's up to the employers to make up the difference of of what has been earned through these investments and what's owed. And so if what has been earned has been going south and what's owed keeps going up, there's this huge
We
gap.
have a problem, Houston.
But you know, it's a very, very serious problem.
A lot of us feel it's problematic for someone to receive a pension with long life, with God bless everyone living longer, but someone gets a pension for more years than they actually worked. They work for 20 or 30 years, they get a pension for 30 or 40. Something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
Yeah, no, that's correct. And with our budget deficit in the city of Long Beach, last year was $18.5 million deficit. 85% of our general fund budget goes to personnel costs. Yeah. And we as a city...
So we got to do something.
We do, and the employees need to come to the table and contribute.
It's coming right up, and so are these messages. We'll be right back.
Phil Trainees mixes California style with continental cuisine that includes fresh seafood from around the world. Since Phil is the chef, the menu has a wide variety of pastas, salads, soups, and appetizers that feature his unique personal touch. And the Italian-American signature dishes are simply beyond delicious. You never know who you're going to run into at Trainees, from the famous sports legends on the Wall of Fame to local celebrities having a drink at the bar. For the best fine dining experience, visit Phil Trainees.
At Performance Plus Tire, you'll find we carry Toyo tires. For over 50 years, Toyo has been a world leader in the development of high-quality tires. Optimum performance, safety, and a comfortable ride. That's what makes Toyo tires great. And now come into Performance Plus Tire for a great deal on these Toyo tires. Proxys ST, Open Country AT, and Proxys 4. Toyo tires, driven to perform. Come in today and we'll install new Toyo tires on your vehicle while you wait. Performance Plus Tire on Cherry Avenue, 1 mile north of the 405 in Long Beach.
When I was a boy growing up in Italy, I had a dream to own my own store. I came to the United States and I worked hard as a tailor. Hi, I'm Umberto. I've been in Long Beach since 1960, carrying the finest quality men's clothing. Italy's a long way away, but styles are just around the corner. Umberto, 2141 Bellflower.